तो आज शाम का कार्यक्रम हम शुरू करते हैं हमारे जो पर्यावरण एनवायरनमेंट के ऊपर जो कार्य करता है, द एनवायरमेंटल एक्टिविस्ट. He is been working in raising awareness among people of this city about what is going to happen if we wantonly destroy our environment. And he's going to make a PowerPoint presentation and speak a little bit about Dharavi and something which a lot of people are not aware of. That how does Dharavi fit in to wildlife, animals, and this is an aspect that very few of us knew about. But
we are here today to discuss Dharavi and the Slum Redevelopment project, but I'm not sure how many of us know that Dharavi has a unique corner, which is the Mahim Nature Park. I don't know how many of you have visited it, but would request everybody to go have a visit. It's something unique in our city. So, just to give you a little background of the issue, in October 22, a tender was floated looking for a lead partner for the redevelopment of the Dharavi notified area. I think everybody is aware of it, and this is what we are all, this is what our heckles up, we know exactly what's happening. This is quite a unique tender. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Okay, sure. Because the tender covered the entire area of Dharavi, which is in this plan. And up on the top, you can see this is the Mahim Nature Park. I don't know if it's visible, but this is where it is. And there is a boundary which goes right around with a sign which says boundary of the Dharavi notified area. So this map very clearly includes the Mahim Nature Park into the Dharavi notified area. In another map, in their own tender documents, they have shown the Mahim Nature Park up in green and down in the explanation, they have called it as a recreational open space. In their own tender, they have made another map which shows Mahim Nature Park as an excluded area. So Mahim Nature Park has been excluded from the Dharavi Redevelopment project. Anybody has any difficulty or has any questions about the word, what does the word excluded mean? Excluded means not a part of. I hope there is no confusion about this particular word. So the Mahim Nature Park was shown as an excluded area, and just out of interest, so was the GST depot and so were other parts of Dharavi as well. In another drawing of proposed land usage, they've again shown it as an excluded area, which you can see in the drawings in their own tender. So everywhere in the tender they said we have a tender for entire Dharavi and these are the excluded portions for it. So gives us a lot of comfort. But if you look and read inside the tender, that's when the fine print gives us a little shock. Because though the Mahim Nature Park is within the notified boundaries of the Dharavi notified area, first of all, the Mahim Nature Park is described as a recreational open space. On some drawings, it shows it as an excluded area, and the GRs which are annexed to it refers to the excluded areas as problem areas. One GR of 18 calls it a problem area. Another GR of 22 refers to the excluded areas as one of the difficulties in the redevelopment of Dharavi. So this is in their own tender document red flagging the excluded areas as problem areas. What is the tender for? Redevelopment of slums. What is the problem? Mahim Nature Park and some other parts. So we asked the Dharavi Redevelopment Authority. This is from their tender documents again. The broad object of the Dharavi Redevelopment project is to transform the entire Dharavi notified area, which includes the Mahim Nature Park, into a well-planned integrated township. This is their plan. Successful bidders can acquire any land from the excluded portion of the Dharavi notified area, which includes Mahim Nature Park. Government land not having slums within the Dharavi notified area, which includes the Mahim Nature Park, may be acquired by the successful bidder. Approval for acquiring such non-slum open land of the government has already been granted by a GR of 2018. In the Dharavi Redevelopment Project SRA, this SRA will be the planning authority. So like how we have a BMC, we have a MADA, we have a MMRDA, now we have a new authority in Mumbai which is called the Dharavi Redevelopment Project SRA. It will be the planning authority for all such areas which will be developed under the Dharavi notified area and the Dharavi project area. And any excluded area can be included in the project for integrated development after taking permission from the Dharavi Redevelopment project. So the same authority who comes out with a tender and says that we want to redevelop Dharavi and this is excluded, this is excluded, this is excluded, and in their own tender said you come back to us, we'll give you permission for doing whatever you want. So what is this Mahim Nature Park? I saw some hands, everybody's been to Mahim Nature Park? Okay, how many of you have been inside Mahim Nature Park? Okay. For your information, which I don't think many people know, Mahim Nature Park is a notified forest. Notified way back in 1991. I'm just reading the notification of 91, whereas the government of Maharashtra is satisfied that the Mahim Nature Park and the mangrove areas contiguous to it in Bombay district, detailed in the description below, need immediate protection under the provisions of the Indian Forest Act as under. So, way back in 91 it was notified as a forest. How many of us know that we have a notified forest in Mumbai city? Forget about Dharavi. It's a reality. The Mahim Nature Park is an ecological hotspot. Just some information and some pictures about the butterflies, the birds, the mammals, the bats, reptiles, amphibians, spiders. There's a beautiful website which gives you all details about this. But the plants, the trees, it's something unique. And there's an untold natural beauty in the Mahim Nature Park forest. A wide range of wild creatures and wild plants can be found there. But you know what you cannot find in Mahim Nature Park? Slums. There is no slum inside Mahim Nature Park. So who is that person who is interested in developing a forest and a nature park under a slum development project? I mean, how is it possible? So, who would be interested in this? The devil himself? Which is, I think, why we are all here today. So, Mahim Nature Park is just one example of what's happening in Dharavi. All we can say is, beware of the devil, which is why we are all here, because we know something's wrong. And just to add information to this, we had to take all this information and go before because we complained, we said, how can you include a forest inside your slum redevelopment project? It's not, you call it excluded and then you'll include it. I mean, how is it possible? So we had to take the matter to court. And in court, they gave an affidavit to the High Court saying that we will exclude this from our project and we will not include it. Word excluded means excluded only and it cannot be included. They have given an affidavit to the High Court. So High Court said, okay, since they're saying it's not part of the project, we are accepting what they say. But can we trust the devil? Yeah. This document is a sham. So, it is my request to everybody, I'm sure you're all on the same page, but this is just one example. We are lucky, we have a notified forest, we have documents, we have proof, we have everything. But the same thing is going to happen to the rest of the area. I think there were some issues about the BST bus depot a few days ago in the paper, 50 crores is going to be given. In this very tender, they have called the bus depot excluded, and in the same tender they have written, it will be yours. In black and white, BST bus depot is already given to them. So this is the level of public property theft that is happening in under our eyes. And I think unless we really speak up about it and explain that this is, because this is our public land, it's not for some private builder to develop. And to say that I am going to solve the problems of some slum dweller is a little bit of difficult thing to believe. So thank you very much everybody. If anybody has any questions about this particularly, I am happy to answer, but otherwise I am done. Thank you.